16. Snakes feed on wind. The oldest snake, named Cæsar, sat apart from the others, mastering mystic austerities, practicing in holy mountain spots. Why do you do this? Not to benefit beings, I wot. God Brahma said that. My brothers are idiots. I just want to get out of the house. They're hostile to everyone, including themselves, in particular Garuda, locked in excessive mutual grudge. I'll none of it. Good fellow, said Brahma, choose you a boon. I want these austerities to prosper, and me to become a dispassionate upholder of Dharma. Good fellow, said Brahma, then the stabilization of the earth will depend on you. Fine, said Cæsar. Just put the world on my head. I'll tote it like a jug. My balance will be that good, and I'll encircle the ocean with innumerable coils. Cæsar is Ananta. Garuda assists him. The grudge, in this case, abated. 17. But the mother of the snakes had cursed the snakes to doom. And a mother's curse? Well, in principle, there is no antidote for this one. The snakes were not idiots. They took counsel. A snake sacrifice of enormous scope was raging. As the fires burned, snakes were magnetized from everywhere and fell from the air to the flames. In council, innumerable unethical stratagems were invented to avert the inevitable, not one acceptable. Only fate defatalizes fate, the Snake King said. The question, it seems to me, is why was our raging mother not stopped by the gods? They put the question to Brahma. Too many snakes, he said. Diminish the surplus population of venomous evil. Good snakes will not perish. An accident of nomenclature will give power to a sage. He'll terminate the slaughter. The poet muttered, I better stop this. 18. Why had the snake mother cursed her sons? It was a stupid wager. Kasyapa had two wives, a mother of birds and a mother of snakes. What color was the horse that was churned from the milky ocean when the Soma itself was churned? The mother of snakes had a black one, the other mother white. Though the creature was white, the mother snake ordered her black snake sons to insinuate themselves in the horse's tail. The sons refused to do it, so she cursed them. 19. The poet was drunk. As he told it, black horsetail snakes made the horse not white, so the snake mother won the wager, and the forfeit was this, that for 500 years the bird mother would be a slave to the snakes. How can we get out of this? Inquired Garuda. Get us that elixir, weaseled the snakes. 20. Churning the milky ocean. Mount Meru is the center of everything. Its own light spaces out in splendor. Brilliantly colored, many-feathered bird flocks swoop across its woodlands. Beasts both big and little ecologize its surfaces, plunge its caves. There are rivers and lakes and mysterious haunts where timeless sages maintain their timeless states. Higher than anything, it seems to arrest the sky. Not anyone can see it. Not everyone can know of it. Few can find it if they set out to look for it. Thus Mount Meru determines the being of the worthy. How it seems to you tells how you are. 21. Up went the gods to the top of Meru. They knew there was this thing, the substance called Soma. The fact of it was ensconced in being itself, so they knew it could be elicited from the stuff of the world. How can we acquire it? The gods inquired of each other. Vishnu told Brahma, Brahma told Vishnu. The deities listened. 22. Mount Mandara is like a big pole. The gods uprooted it and set it to churn the ocean. The gods and the counter-gods pulled the churning rope. The king of the snakes, Ananta, coiled about the ocean, so the gods and the counter-gods could set the pole in place. 23. Now a great disruption afflicted the mountain. Timber crashed and burned in crashing. Beasts lost their habitats, were crushed or sent tumbling as the mountain moved. When the ocean churned, not only the ocean churned, but all things broke from the orders that contained them, resolved into the virtues of their substances. All was churned in the churning, flesh and sinews, blood and bones, herbs and grasses and resins of timbers, coiled and vorticalized, each passing into the others, the total mixedness infecting every portion, until the ocean turned into milk, one fantastic frothing. And this reduction and mixedness brewed the batch. 24. The gods and counter-gods joined in the project to a common end, yet pulled in opposite senses to animate the churning, first this way then the other. They pulled on the great snake Vasuki. It served as a rope, wrapping about the mountain. The gods and the counter-gods contributed the force of their enmity to animate the churning. All beings chimed in hope to cop a share of the elixir. The whole world churned, and 1 billion beings were squashed in the sacred mash. 25. Soma, the virtue of everything, the life of the gods, the powers of poets, the courses of manifest being. Yet the soma was churned from the broth by the very ones who produced themselves in producing it. Blithely the poets sing of it, not stupid, not drunk, imbued with the stuff of its mystery. 26. If you stick out your tongue, how far can you do it? Can you milk it like the udder of a cow? Can you curl it backwards in the hollow of your skull and cause Amrita to drop as a dew? The sages churn it with their tongues, a veritable milky ocean. They do it now, today. Meru is the mountain of the spine, they say. Or is it Mount Mandara, the poets mutter. 27. And a tortoise supported the mountain. The tortoise is yoga. We do not recommend it for the wobbly-minded. You'll panic and suffocate, and the nectar will invert as poison. And where is the ocean of milk right now, today? Between the eyebrows and the crown of the head. That is the ocean of milk, the sages say. But if you make touch the tip of the tongue to a certain site in that ocean, and the moon-like milky nectar is released, then no snake can harm you, no illness either. If you still think to be male, females will flock to you, if female males. Otherwise, time will abandon you, and ensconced in mountain haunts, a timeless sage, you ever will maintain your timeless state.